my little TisaTellss? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Tia, Mary, baby, you still not done talking to Corey. You know we love it. And also, we get a little glimpse into who the problem was in the sit. Remember? Okay, let me roll back. Remember when Tia and Tamara seemed like they just weren't on the same page? They weren't around each other. You know, anyone that follows them was like, what's going on? And we found out that there appeared to be some type of rift between Tia's husband at that time, Corey Hardick, and of course, Tamara's husband, Adam. Everybody assumed it was Adam because it's around the time that Tia was also saying, why isn't there an interracial couple emoji? We were like, girl, stop. What are you talking about, right? Tamara was on the interracial couple warrior advocate T. She wanted everybody to respect her. She wanted everybody to respect her. Kang, okay, fine, we get it. We just always assumed it was Adam. Adam's always making problematic comments. Tamara's always like, what are you talking about? I know there's a lot going on in the world, but we just need an emoji that reflects me and Adam's relationship. However, we now see what the problem is. Tia is out here posting subs on her Instagram, talking about she chased her happiness and found it, looking so good and in peace. Tamara's come out and been like, as you guys know, my sister's happier than she's been in years. And also, Thanksgiving finally confirmed it. Corey Hardick was the problem. Tamara posted one of them posted a huge family get together for Thanksgiving, and the only person that wasn't there was Corey, baby. I don't know, but let's get into even what page 6 is reporting, because people have started to notice who the problem was, and it seems like it was definitely Corey. Let's get into this. Before we do, hit that like, subscribe, comment button. It's YouTube, baby. You know how it works. Okay. They said, and this is directly from page 6, so you know this was planted by Tia's people, and we love to see it. Tia Mary says she chased her peace amid Corey Hardick divorce. Tia Mary is living a more peaceful life these days. In honor of Thanksgiving 2022, right? She shared what she's most thankful for, alongside an Instagram video titled Point of View. You chased your peace and happiness and joy, and it looks like she found it. Now listen, a lot of people want to say, looks like Tia's a narcissist to me, and I'm just going to tell y'all, narcissists do not show you all this. They don't show the ugly insides. They don't come clean. They just don't. They would never, ever in a million years. So take that how you want. Tia said, I'm thankful for God, right? And she said, I'm thankful for my friends and family who lift me up, and for my community, and for all the strong women who are growing and evolving with me. Go get yourself some flowers. You deserve it. Happy Thanksgiving. Now, she looked absolutely beautiful in this image. And can we just say, honestly, Tia for a while was looking stressed with Corey. I don't care what anybody says. She was looking stressed. Clearly, Corey was the problem, because she is reunited back with her family. And I love that for her. I love to see it. If you guys don't know also, she's been feeling herself, which leads you to believe that somebody was telling her that she wasn't attractive, that she wasn't worthy, that something was taught, that, she was also talking about how she felt like she's a single mom and she struggles with the kids, letting you know that Corey still isn't involved. I don't want to say he's not involved with the kids, but he's basically left her to do the bulk of the rearing of the kids, right? The one important thing we need to talk about is, go watch my old videos if you want a breakdown of all the videos. Tia has been following mental healness. It is a site that focuses on narcissistic relationships and how destructive they can be. Again, they talk about all narcissistic relationships, but the posts that Tia liked and commented on were about romantic narcissistic relationships. What's more, Tia has been with that man for 14 years. So I think we can assume she's talking about her current husband, soon to be ex. But what's more, she started posting these beautiful things 5 days ago. She said on Twitter, it's such a blessing to be loved. Again, she is just saying that she hasn't felt love for so long. She said, I pray today that also that her children can grow up in a world that is less judgmental. She went on to say, your peace, joy, and happiness will always guide you to your best self. She went on to say she's blessed. Stay focused. She also went on to say, self-care isn't selfish. Now, getting back to things, and these are all true, right? And you know, Tia, she stays in her bag. But what I thought was most interesting, it has been 2 months. You can see her glowing up on Instagram. She said that she is in deep therapy to learn to love herself, put herself first, and know that she is worthy of self-care, right? And remember when she announced her divorce, where she was looking up at Corey so soulfully, and she said these decisions are never easy and not without sadness, right? She also said, I'm grateful for all the happy times we had together and want to thank my friends and family and fans for all the support, right? And all Corey did was respond on Instagram Live, talking about some damn, see, when you let emotions get involved, this is what happened, right? And then mouthing Nas in a car. Tia has been telling us what is going on. And for all y'all saying, oh my God, that doesn't mean anything. Of course it does. Listen, if there was allegedly, I still don't believe it, but if there was allegedly no cheating involved, even though if Corey is a narcissist, probably there was cheating, but that wasn't the biggest issue. But let's just assume, fine. No cheating involved. You've graduated from marriage. You need to go your own separate way. There's no hard feelings. Corey hasn't hurt you. Everything's fine. He hasn't made you feel less than. He hasn't sucked the life out of you. He hasn't been the reason you haven't smiled for 8 years. Let's assume that's it. And can somebody tell me why he isn't there for Thanksgiving with his kids? It was a big family. And like you said, everybody's trying to say that this is a conscious uncoupling, except for the fact that you're not invited over on Thanksgiving. And what's more, Tia is back to being like this with Tamara. And Tia is back to chilling like this with Tamara, Adam, and the rest of the family. Again, that feud between Adam and Corey. It's funny how when you look back at things, I never spoke on it, partly because I didn't have a YouTube channel, but partly I was just wondering, like, who is the problem in this situation that two sisters that were so tight are now seemingly on the outs? Again, a lot of people will tell you when you're dealing with people with narcissistic traits, what do? You separate them. You triangulate, you isolate them. You don't want them around anybody else. You don't want them talking to anybody else. If they get close to anyone, you always have a problem with them. You take one little, maybe slight or misstep, and you blow it up to be the biggest thing, right? These are common traits of people with narcissistic, especially the way they love isolating you from either your family or your loved ones, right? However, during that time, Tia has said she fought so hard to be the person that Corey wanted. She poured her everything into being the person that Corey wanted. Unfortunately, it seems like when she poured her everything, Corey acted like she's alleging. And when I say alleged, she's hinting at least to me, right? Do we actually know what happened between Tia and Corey? Absolutely not. Nobody was sitting on the bed, but this is just my opinion. Corey seemed like once he had everything, he didn't need her anymore. Tia's alluded that he did not help her financially, that he was a bum, right? And let's think about it. When did things fall apart? And Corey finally started treating Tia, according to Tia, like he didn't need her anymore and wasn't willing to put in work into the relationship. When he finally got his first stable paycheck. Now, I will say this. Corey's always starred in different roles. He was in Brotherly Love. He was in a lot of films, right? However, he never had a steady paycheck. And as you know, your star power is what drives your paycheck. You can be in a film and not get paid anything. Tia alluded at the fact that Corey was not pulling his weight financially, but used it as a way to manipulate her and saying, well, if you love me, then you would pay all the bills. Because if I wasn't there, then how would the bills be paid? Okay, fine. Corey finally got Homecoming, the spinoff for CW's All American. I have watched All American. I actually really like that show, but I haven't watched Homecoming. I say all this to say, it seems like once he got a good, steady paycheck, right? He literally completely checked out, if he was even emotionally invested over the last few years. According to Tia, he broke her down. He checked out. He used his divorce to promote his All-American show. Fine, get it how you live it. But again, Tia has been telling us in plain sight what's been going on. I will say that I'm super, super happy that Tia chose herself. You know, you grow up with Tia and Tamara, you feel like they're your sisters, like you know them, they are well loved. I'm glad that Tia did not feel the pressure from society to stay in a marriage that was sucking the life out of her just because she wanted to say she was married with kids. Like she said, and I think it's a beautiful way to look at it, it is, she learned a lot. She got her beautiful children. And now that she's grown, it's time to graduate and go to the next stage of life. Listen, shout out to Tia. Glad that Tia and Tamara are back together again. We now see who was the problem. But you know what? It's all water under the bridge. Anyway, my little TisaTellss, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.